Hey guys, Liza Hudson from Landing Page Guys here, and today I'm going to do a real quick video on basically ways that you can stop wasting your ad spend. So guys, if you're currently watching this in YouTube and you're not a member of our Facebook group, then head on over after this video, search landingpagelab.com. It's totally free to join. In here, you're going to find loads of useful tips and tricks. You might be able to get your page audited. Plus, there's just all kinds of cool stuff going on in this group. And of course, guys, if you are in the lab and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, head on over. It's Landing Page Guys. Click the subscribe button. And of course, don't forget to hit the notification bell. So what prompted me to do this video today is, guys, you might have seen that I do the audits here on YouTube, but I actually also do them here at Landing Page Guys. Now, of late, I have been getting sent lots and lots of product pages. Now, product pages are awesome, but we're talking about pay-per-click advertising here. So, you know, it's great to have your product page. Obviously, we need a brochure site. You know, it's great for your organic, you know, sort of native, all that kind of good stuff. But when you are paying for people to land on your page, you are absolutely chucking money away by sending to a product page. That's not to say that product pages can't be optimized as well, but what you should be doing is sending them to a direct response sales page. So I've basically pulled up a couple of examples because I've come across this one here on Shopify, and it shows their top 16 product pages, sort of like examples and why they work. So I'm going to go through just a couple of them, like their top pick, and then show you reasons why they wouldn't work as well, and then run through a page, a direct response page, and show you the difference between the two. So basically, this, guys, is Shopify's top pick for their product page. And actually, I was quite shocked when I looked at this. So if you've seen our audits, you know we kind of worked to this AIDA principle, and this page was quite shocking. So the reason I say that is because, you know, there's nothing here to tell me, you know, there's no call to action, there's no social proof, there's just nothing telling me about this product or why I need it in my life. It's just imagery. Now, I get it, the imagery is stunning, but this is just like a crazy example for their top kind of page. Now, a product page, this is quite typical in the sense that it has all of these distractions. These are what we call traffic leaks. And guys, these are just going to kill your conversion rate. So 9 times out of 10, give someone the option to do something else and they'll take it. So what we want to do is make sure we get rid of all of those distractions. That's one of the reasons we need to go away from this kind of product page. This is a particularly strange example, in my opinion. It's just so different from the norm, but maybe that's what they're saying. It's so different from the norm. Maybe they're saying that's why it works. Visually, it's absolutely stunning. There is no denying this is a very visual page. The call to action itself is down on the second scroll, you know, and still there's nothing here talking to me about, you know, the benefits of why I need this product in my life. There's nothing engaging me here. There's zero social proof, and the call to action is just bland. It, you know, it goes in and sort of like blends into the branding. And we get that. A lot of people want their branding to be the same. But ideally, what we want, guys, is this stand out from the crowd. This is the action you need to take. This is the button you need to press. And to do that, you need to make it more visual. You absolutely need social proof, preferably above the fold. And of course, you know, we need some sort of trust as well. There's nothing here to tell me I can trust this page yet either. So it's quite shocking when people send pages like this, but let's go through. What they do have is a really nice video, and that's something that we definitely encourage on your direct response pages as well. Now, I am scrolling, and definitely this is a very visual page. It is gorgeous, literally gorgeous. I am now halfway through the page, guys, and as you can see, there's a sticky scroll to action here, which absolutely does work. However, if you're scrolling, you know, we need to see some directional cues. So ideally there needs to be calls to action. There needs to be backed up by social proof. This is a long page and they are relying fully on the visuals. Finally, we get down into the kind of text. This is pretty typical for a product page. It's a really gorgeous page. It's just that it's so long and it tells me absolutely nothing in terms of why I need this in my life. And look what happens when we get to the footer. And this is so typical of a product page. And we get why you do it within your store. But just think to yourself for a second, you have paid for someone to come here. And now you are giving them the opportunity to bounce straight back off if they get this far into onto social media. So this is absolutely critical that you take this away, especially when you're driving traffic to your pages, and get rid of all of these kind of nav leaks. So that's Shopify's like top example of a page. Let's look at a more typical one. I think this is their number 2. Let's have a look. So, and again, you know, on a store, there's always going to be a slower load speed as well, because it's got the whole store to kind of load. And also there's lots of scrolling involved when we go into the mobile versions as well. So we definitely don't want to be sending to pages like this. This is more of a typical kind of product page that we see. In fact, this is very, very common page. And again, look, we have all of the navigation links. And what we're missing here is we've got a hint on social proof, which is great to see. But this needs to have so much more. You know, it's telling me an absolute description of what the product is. It's not engaging me. It's not telling me why I want this, what it's going to do for me. You know, it needs to be very clear and very upfront to your consumer what actually this is and how it's going to benefit them. So like I said, typical, but again, look how this call to action just blends in. There's no trust proof here. There's nothing kind of like to hook me. This is so typical. And that's that all of the content is hidden. See, great video. I'm hoping that's further down the page. But look how it's hidden. You know, we get it when you're on a mobile version, you're thinking we want to condense it down, but this is not ideal. Really, we want this content out on the page where it can actually be seen. So as we go down, these guys are quite nice. Actually, they use lovely icons. It's really, really pretty visual. It's lovely. Again, you know, we're going into the features. Call to action is now taking me off into a different direction entirely. And again, I am literally halfway down the page and we've lost our call to action to actually purchase this product now, which seems a little bit crazy. So we absolutely need to be repeating that. Nice that they have actually pulled that out onto the page. So that's great. Again, you know, really nice kind of content. Good icons, fab that these guys have got a frequently asked questions section, and they go down into the desire section, which is great. But look how far I've had to go to get to that social proof. Social proof is a huge selling point for your products, and it really should not be buried at the bottom of a page. And again, there's been no repeat call to actions. And as we get to the bottom, again, more navigation leaks. So it's the same story, whichever page, whichever product page we look at, it's the same problems that we see. This is actually one of the better examples that I've seen, in all honesty, just because they have actually pulled out on some nice points here. This is their number 3. You know, there's some sort of scarcity going on. I think this is one of the better examples. But look how we go straight into features. So guys, features won't sell your features won't sell your product. It is benefits that are going to sell it. So again, you know, product pages are very features driven. We need to be leaning on the benefits. So as I was saying, definitely benefits sell these products. Now, as we go down this page, what they have done, which is cool, is put some trust underneath, and they've got the emojis. So like I say, I think this is one of the better pages. You know, the sticky scroll to action, I'm sure on the mobile, that would look great. It would be great to see some of that on the page as well. And then we have some great product images here. So I think they're doing quite a nice job. But again, look, we are almost at the very bottom of the page before we hit that social proof. As I mentioned before, social proof is a key selling point. So enough of kind of going through other people's pages. Let me show you a page. And this is what we do is we use this for training our designers. This is a wireframe. We've basically stripped out all of the content, and this is a direct response sales page. So you want to have this set up on a subdomain on your store, and obviously hook up the buy now button so that it goes straight to your checkout, not to another product page, not to the cart preferably. We want this to be literally pay for the click, make the purchase, pay for the product. So this is the kind of thing that you want to be driving to, and this is the structure and layout that you should really be leaning towards, guys. So as you can see, we've got a little bit of, you know, congratulations, you've qualified. So we're using that emotive terminology by saying you've qualified for free shipping. These little things are going to make a huge difference. We've got some trust straight away. You know, our header, our banner is not taking up a third of the page, and that's something else we see so much. And obviously on the product pages, then you've got all that kind of navigation. Now this might look like it has navigation, but in actual fact, it's going to jump you to some point on the page itself. So again, you know, this is not a page on a site. It just has the illusion of looking like that. So you drive someone here and the only thing they can do is stay on this page and take this action. As you can see, we'd like to have a nice clear product image in those thumbnails. We've got that strong call to action above the fold. All of this is above the fold in your consumer's face the moment they land. We've got our star rating, and again, pulling out on the happy customers using emotive terms wherever we can. Obviously, your product name would go here. We would absolutely advise using a beneficial driven statement, headline, sorry. So, you know, I don't know, say it's something for my hair, you know, have gorgeous glossy hair using this product. So keep pulling out on those benefits. You have a little subdescription here, and then these bullet points here would again be talking about the benefits of this product. If we go back to this page, look at the difference in the hero section, guys. There's literally nothing here to kind of pull me in and engage me. So make sure you're pulling out on the benefits. We've got social proof in 2 places, and this is what you absolutely need above the fold, as I'm sure you guys all know from watching our videos. So here, obviously, I'm just using John Smith, and then we've got some Lorem Ipsum, but this is simply just showing you where it needs to go. So we have also here, you'll notice we've got the image of the person to go with it. So a genuine image next to a testimonial will absolutely convert better than if you don't have one there. So that's the hero section. Lots and lots of differences. This is what we should be driving people to. As we go down, we give them trust. Obviously, we've got Entrepreneur, Forbes, obviously wherever you guys might have been, then this is another great way of showing trust. Then we break it down for our consumers. So what we want to do is make it nice and engaging. How easy is this going to be? So usually it's going to be purchase your product. We're going to get it to you. You're going to benefit by having whatever benefit it might be. Again, then we start to go into some of the features and some of the sort of benefits of the product. We've already talked about the benefits on the hero, so you can kind of do a bit of both in here. And as you can see, we just got a nice use of icons. And look how we're backing up our call to action every time with our star rating and our trust proof. So it's perfectly possible to get both in there, but you need at least one or the other. Then we go down into a video, which is cool. Like I said before, videos on direct response pages are absolutely awesome because they're just great at showing what your product's about. So that's kind of cool. It's your choice, but we do like those. As we go down here, you can see, you know, we're just using some different kind of features. And you can use imagery in any way you see fit, but it's just showing you how we're breaking down the sections. And after each section, we are giving everyone that repeat call to action. So, you know, all of this is our interest section. We then go down into our desire section. So once you've hit the desire, this is where we need all of those great reviews. If you can get them on a carousel, guys, brilliant, because there's nothing worse than on a mobile than scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So it's really good. And also it makes the page a little bit more interactive, which is great. Here, obviously, we just use some blocks to show where we could put some more imagery. And then we drop down, following that AIDA principle, into our frequently asked questions section. So another thing that we see, obviously, when you're driving to a product page, is you're going to have your frequently asked questions stage, and I do mean 9 times out of 10, in your footer. You've paid for somebody to land. If they go through to your footer, then well done to you. But the chances are they're not going to. So what we want to do is make sure that we're addressing all of their questions on the page itself. And also, we don't want them going away to look this up, because you've literally wasted that click then, you know, and you've paid for them to do this. So we need to address all of them on the page. And then here we go down into our last action. In this case, we have a bundle. This obviously is not displaying the way it would, because this is literally just a training kind of resource for our designers. But again, we would be pulling out on this one as being the most popular, because that's where we naturally want people to go. We want them to choose this number 3. Now, we typically use 1, 3, and 6 because we find the odd numbers convert way better. And this is a great way of getting your AOV up. So I'll just drop this into the mobile view as well, and then you'll get a good idea that this translates just as well onto mobile. So if I take her back to the top, so this is a direct response sales page on the mobile view. As you can see, we still get everything we need above the fold. So we've got the headline, we've got the monetary value, the saving, the call to action, all that imagery and all that great trust. As we go down, we're engaging them with the content. You know, we're breaking it down into these nice, simple steps. We're then giving them some more kind of details in the interest. And even though we have a sticky scroll to action, guys, call to action, we're still repeating it and giving our consumer that directional cue. So we find that works really well. Then obviously you've seen we go into the video, the different imagery, and then we've got our desire section, go down, and then we go down into our action. Now, if possible, we try to get the 3 bundles onto one scroll. That's something I should have mentioned as well with your direct response pages. So guys, basically what I'm trying to say is don't send people to your product pages. It's just wasting your ad spend. So invest in getting yourself a direct response sales page, or you can do this yourself, guys. You know, like I said, you hook up that buy button and you are laughing all the way. So I hope that's been a bit helpful. And guys, of course, I've got to say, if you're watching this in YouTube, don't forget to head on over to the lab. And if you're watching this in the lab, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you've got any questions, guys, please feel free to hit me up, and have a great day.